Welcome to the Utah Street Banter Podcast.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode here on the Utah Street Banter Podcast. I'm Cody. Along with me, like always, is Elijah. What's up, man?
Not much. How are you doing?
Oh, good. Another beautiful day in paradise. You know, we had Memorial Day yesterday, so that was a good baseball day.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
and everybody, of course, had off from work too.
Not everybody.
No.
I put in my 8 hours.
I worked a little bit.
I'm sure you did.
A little bit. You know, I had to throw a couple of baseballs here.
Oh no.
Yeah, gotta love it. But did you get into anything over the weekend? Or not?
Oh yeah. I mean, I went to the beach on Sunday, and that was a hot mess. There's so many people. It's the first time.
Was it hot enough?
It was decent. The water was freezing, but it was fun trying to get to there because the Cape and Logan State Park is where I was trying to go. That's where I normally go, to this secret spot the tourists don't know about. But they decided to shut down the entire park and not let cars in because how many people were there.
Well, so what did you do?
We just drove around and eventually find a place, and I pulled in, and it just so happened that the Harmons, a family,
Yeah,
we've known forever, all of them were at the beach, and they saw me and spotted at the car and yelled at me, and they said that we're backing out right now,
Yeah.
and we'll let you take a spot. So that's pretty good. For those of you watching the video, you see I just ripped my cord out of my hip. So let's try to.
Yeah, that's how violent that was, right? Well, I'm glad you did find a spot, because I can't imagine if we'd even have a table left.
I mean, if I hadn't gone to the beach, I think
yeah, right. Oh, that's funny.
No, it was nice though, and I went to dinner with my grandmother on Saturday because lunch, I guess, because it was her birthday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were just being a good grandson.
No,
Gotcha.
No, my parents paid.
Oh,
Even though I'm working, that doesn't mean I have money.
right.
All my money goes to college.
That's funny. Well, we were camping over the weekend, and no signal of anything. No Wi-Fi, which I know it's camping, but no antenna of any.
Oh.
Which if you say, well, you're camping, you shouldn't. Well, you pay to be at like one of these resort campgrounds.
I guess
you know what I mean. But so anyway, I was kind of off the grid.
Don't even. Go off with Yogi Bear.
Yeah, Yogi Bear. Yeah,
not Yogi Bear, the catcher.
Yeah,
Yogi Bear though.
Yeah, that would be.
The guy that's gonna steal your picnic basket.
Your picnic basket. All right. Well, let's get started. We're not
first.
No.
First, I told you. It's like I have this fact that I want to give you, and I think I could do it for a while. I found it.
Do it for a while.
Who was the opening day starter for the Orioles pitcher in 2014?
2014. 2014. That's 10 years ago. Man. Zach Britton.
Chris Tillman.
Oh, I thought you were going to check. No.
I'll give you okay, I'll give you 2011. This one's slightly harder.
Bud Norris.
Jeremy Guthrie.
Whoa, I haven't heard that name in a while.
Yeah, Jeremy Guthrie. Yeah. Okay, now we can get on to the sad part. So we'll try to keep the podcast light.
Well, luckily we were, no matter what we say today, we were never that bad.
That's true.
This year.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
It won't be any. Well, 2014 was good. All the other years were bad.
Yeah. But I mean, even 2014, I didn't have any pitchers that I liked as much as I do now.
That's true. We didn't have Corbin Burns.
Yeah, and
you had Chris Tillman.
Yeah. Was Wei Yin Chen on that team? You think?
I think so. Yeah. Wei Yin Chen. You had what was it? Miguel Gonzalez.
Wow. Yeah. Remember the shirt thing?
Oh yeah.
The collar was like not right. You gotta love it. All right, well, we're going to do our recap real quick from the past week. We have not so great, and then thank God we have much better, because if not, this podcast was going to be very sad the whole time.
Yeah. Real somber.
Just right.
Melancholy.
Here we go.
I got to prove I'm smarter than you.
Yeah, I hear you. But anyway, so let's get started. We're going to talk about it was this game 2 in the Cardinals series, because last week we finished off on game 1, which was a loss, obviously. But game 2 was on Tuesday last week, and we lost that game too, because apparently the Orioles can't hit Lance Lynn. An 89-mile-an-hour fastball is just impossible from a dad bod guy. Yeah, my man.
It's a frustrating thing because we had a rain delay there, so
Yeah,
you played 6
that's true.
innings, tied
Yep.
1-1, and go in and I mean, what can you do when the 2 guys you go to in your bullpen for that game on the second part of the day, Webb and Aiken, they both gave up a run apiece.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bradish did well. I mean,
that's
yeah.
Bradish. I mean, I don't know. He went 5. You like to see. I guess compared to his previous start, it's better.
Yeah.
That's true.
6 strikeouts.
I feel like I expect more from him, but that's also probably my fault, not his. He's
Yeah.
coming off an injury.
Yeah.
It's impressive he's able to do anything.
Yeah.
And I mean, Mateo had a nice RBI double, but we had 3 hits all game.
Yep.
You can't tell me the guy that's given up most home runs in baseball, I think 2 years in a row now.
Yeah.
You can't do anything against. We have the most home runs in baseball, I think. You can't tell me we can't hit at least one.
Right. I agree.
And Jorge Mateo's your firepower.
It was very frustrating. I mean, it was like I said, sometimes you watch this team and you love them, and sometimes you watch them and you're like, they just didn't come to play today.
Yeah.
And that's the difference that I think from this year to last year, and it might change. I mean, it was just So, but I mean, I don't want to be all down because obviously we do get better throughout the week. But we got to hit Game 3 real quick. Game 3. Game 3 was another rain delay. Again, it was the same day. And we ended up obviously losing this game. John Means started this game.
Yeah.
But just frustrating.
I mean, he only went 3 innings pitched, which is for 2 reasons. The rain delay and he's hurt.
Yeah.
And from what it sounded like from the post-game interview from Hyde, is that he was getting taken out after the 3, no matter what. Which is why I know I'm probably not the only one that thought this, that Irvin maybe should have been the one to pitch the second part of Game 2, because you had, 3 innings left. Let Irvin go those 3 innings and let him just try to finish out the game. But I think they knew this was going to happen, so they saved him for this. And, Means' elbow's acting up again, which just sucks.
Yeah, it might be over, bud.
I mean, this is one of those things that this is when you also start thinking about the people part. This may be his career, which is really, really sucks.
Yeah.
But I mean, how many times do you see someone get Tommy John twice?
Yeah, not very often.
You just hope it's something else.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, and then another issue there is, I know you're talking about Irvin, is fielding was just atrocious.
Oh yeah.
I mean, man, Henderson had an error. McCann, it was just a lot going on. McCann, I need him to do a little bit more for me. His hitting's nothing. And another issue I'm having is he threw a ball the other day into center field on a stolen base, and I'm like, come on, man, how you overthrowing Mateo, who probably can jump 10 foot? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, but it was just, like I said, just frustrating.
It's one of my biggest frustrations with Hyde is the amount of time that McCann plays. When you have probably the best catcher in baseball offensively and very above average defensively, like why?
Right.
Why is it? And I get, okay, you played the 2 games. Well, the first game was 3 innings long. I don't think, or not even, I don't know, something like that. It's like, what? I don't know. McCann plays way too much. Here, this is what I will talk about. Obviously, Irvin gave up the 3, but we didn't do really good,
right,
at all. We scored 3 runs early in the game off of a couple singles and a ground out. They were in 3rd inning. And then I'd just like to talk about the 9th inning and what happened there. Were you watching this game?
I think so.
So we have Hayes comes up, hits a single,
right,
and then Mullins hits a single, and Hayes gets 3rd. First and 3rd outs, Kyle Stowers comes up, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay, this is perfect. Stowers, this is your time. This is your if all else fails, get a sac fly, bring a run, and that's what ends up happening. Crushes the ball to the fence.
Yeah,
I'll give it. Lars Nootbaar made a great catch, but and then it just all went wrong. Hayes tagged up. Did what he was supposed to.
What did Mullins do, Elijah?
Mullins was already halfway to 3rd base.
But he was scoring.
The ball dropped. He was scoring, but the problem is the ball didn't drop. And he got doubled up, and that's basically that. Like when it was 1st and 3rd. I'm like, we could tie this somehow.
Yeah.
It is plausible.
Right.
And then as soon as that happened, I'm like, yeah, we're done. That's a momentum killer right there.
Sure was.
Double play, the 9th thing, but I don't know. And while we're here, we might as well talk about the streak.
Yeah, so obviously the streak is over. I can't remember how many games it is.
So 106 from it started in a series in Detroit on May 13th, 2022.
Right, our regular season.
And the series after that is when Adley Rutschman got called up.
Right.
And it's we're third all time. The only two teams above us are the 1906 Cubs from 1906 to 1909 and the 42.
There's only like 3 other teams they played, right? No, okay.
Yeah, half the teams that were there were named after like chewing tobacco.
Yeah,
or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, and then you have the Cardinals in the 40s, which they were really good teams there. But
yeah.
It's just, I think, even though we did suck, it is impressive to think that you can, even 2-game series, 3-game series, how easy it is just to kind of go in a 3-game lull. This is the first time we lost 3 games in a row all season.
Yeah. Right.
And it's hard, it's crazy to think that to do this, you can't lose more than 5 games is the most you can lose.
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5, like, that's impressive.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
I mean, I remember the time where I think it was 21 or something like that. We had that 20-game losing streak or something.
Absolutely.
Like that was depressing.
Yeah. We're definitely in a much better spot. I mean, like I said, we lost 3 games in a row. And we thought the world was falling. You know what I mean? So, it's over. We're done talking about it. Maybe in 4 years from now, we'll be like, "Hey, we beat it." But we'll see.
We haven't been swept since we ended it. So
yeah, right.
It's a new one.
Started a new one. Absolutely. Well, good news, everybody, is we went from playing a Cardinals team that I did not think was very good. I still don't think they're very good.
I will just say, though, I've looked at it, and I've heard from a lot of Cardinals fans that they play amazing against good teams, but they just can't beat anybody else. So it's not just us.
Yeah.
The Cardinals they play to their competition.
Right. Well, then we went to Chicago to play the White Sox in a 4-game series, and it could not have been a better time to play the White Sox. Yeah. Our pitching did okay. Our batting still on and off. Our pitching on and off too, but luckily we're playing a team that we could control that, try to get back on track. Grayson Rodriguez started this first game of this series against Clevenger. So luckily Mike Clevenger was off a little bit, I guess. And Grayson was a little off too. Didn't do awful though. He struck out 7. I mean, I say off, right? And then struck out 7. But if you watched it, I don't know. They're playing the White Sox. Come on, guys. He only gave up 2 earned. Did well. I mean, so the final score is 8-6. The final few innings of that game were extremely, extremely, extremely frustrating because we just brought up Heasley, right? We just brought him up, and Elijah's going to talk about this, but right after this game, we sent him back down.
Yeah. It was, I mean, I don't even know what to say. You're going against let's just put it this way. You remember last year, if you're talking about stats, you're like, oh, you're really out of 29. It's not out of 30 because the A's are so bad. That's what the White Sox are.
Yeah.
If you're 29 in something, that means you're last.
Right.
Because and that's an offense that we gave up 4 runs to with how many outs, Cody?
How many outs were there? Well, 1 out?
We got 1 out.
Yeah.
They scored 4 runs.
Right. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Well, we didn't.
Well,
Heasley did.
You know what I meant.
Yeah, Heasley.
And I mean, Cano came in.
The Tide came in and couldn't. Luckily, sent back down.
Yeah.
Luckily, the Tide came in, and then we let the Tide take him back out. Did you like that? That was good.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
But Cano didn't do great either. I mean, he didn't give up any runs, but that's because all the runs that scored off him were from Heasley.
Right.
And then Kimbrel came in, and I mean, I think we kind of have to talk about this situation. It's a terrible call.
Oh my God.
Works out for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have ball and field fly rules called, and the runner on second was in the way of Henderson. Not really though.
Not really.
Henderson had to swerve around him.
Okay.
But
So the rule book states this, okay, everybody, just to kind of give you a heads up. So if you didn't watch out, just hear me out really fast. I'm going to go through it really quickly. Pop fly right behind second base. Pop fly in front of second base, kind of like where the shortstop would stand, but in the grass. But the issue was Gunnar is playing in a shift, so he's behind second. There's a base runner on second base, and I believe it was Sheets, which is Larry Sheets' son, who used to play for the Orioles, Gavin Sheets. So when Gunnar went to field the ball, he had to go around Gavin Sheets, who was just literally walking slowly back to second because he didn't know where Gunnar was. So Gunnar had to veer out of his way by maybe a half a step, right?
Like, let's put it this way: if he was a base runner, he didn't go far enough out that he was out of the baseline.
Right.
No.
But anyway, and so he caught the ball, and then umpires called him for interference. It's the rule book. I mean, technically, but you gotta know the game.
This is really. I think this is how it's called too. Is that yes, that is interference, but the whole point of the interference is that he can't. It's impeding on his play to the ball.
Yeah.
That didn't affect his play to the ball. It's not like it was a little blooper.
Right.
Like, it didn't, and it's not like he ran into him and held him there. I think it's, I mean, yet again, we get a win out of it.
As an Orioles podcast, he was completely in the way. I'm so glad they made the correct call.
Yeah.
Because, no, I'm just messing.
Mad Dog.
Yeah, Mad Dog. Yeah. No, Mad Dog.
Yankees into it.
Mad Dog doesn't even know that Orioles exist.
Oh no, it's Yankees.
Yankees. Anyway, yeah. But yeah. So
our offense did good.
Yeah, our offense did. We scored 8 runs, but this game should have never been close. That's my issue with this game is the White Sox scored 4 in the bottom of the 9th. It's 8-2 going to the bottom of the 9th, and you're just kind of, done with this game.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But yeah, so the next day, the Orioles, it's Friday night, last Friday, May 24th, and the Orioles again play their second game of the 4-game series against the White Sox. Orioles win this game 6-4, thank goodness. Corbin Burns pitches, and it wasn't, in my opinion, I thought this wasn't the Corbin Burns that we wish we always have. You know what I mean? Like, he struggled a little bit here. 6 innings, he struck out 6. That's your good stuff. But he gave up 7 hits against the worst team in baseball. 3 earned, 2 walks. It is what it is. Cano came in, blew the save.
Didn't blow a save. It was the 7th.
He blew the save.
I mean, he got the win still.
He did get. He did the way to
Which
be.
is a useless stat.
I'm trying to be. No, I gotta say. No, I'm.
Coulomb and Kimbrel did good though.
Coulomb did really.
Another save.
Yeah, Kimbrel looks good right now.
Yeah, he's doing good. I like it.
But they did go against. I think it's Chris Flexen.
Yeah.
And he went 4 2/3, gave up 4.
Yeah, I mean, Rutschman had a really nice at bat. Came in, got a pinch hit single for 2 runs. That's really what sealed the deal for us. Henderson had a 17th homer.
Yeah.
It's great. I don't know. It's an okay game.
Yeah, I mean,
that's kind of how I feel about this whole series. Like, yeah, we did what we were supposed to do.
Yeah. Yes.
Our pitching isn't keeping up.
Yeah.
Which is not what we're used to.
Yeah, that's true.
But the next game we also won.
Yeah, we also won, and I actually was kind of happy with this game here because I was hoping that with all the pitching injuries, I think we'll talk about that a little bit later, that we'd give some of our guys that proved to us that they pitched well out of the rotation back a spot. This is a game. This is Saturday's game against the White Sox, and we had Albert Suarez start this game, which I was really thrilled with, and he did great. I mean, he went 4 innings. Gave up 2 hits, 3 strikeouts. The issue with this one is he just pitched like 2 days ago. So
and he threw a mess of pitches.
Yeah,
I think in the 4 innings he had like 80-some pitches. He was really laboring every at bat.
He did throw 80 pitches.
But,
yeah,
it's not bad. I'm fine with this.
Yeah, and then and he went against I think it's Eric Fetty,
which is I have some stuff I'd like to talk about Eric Fetty.
Okay,
I'm not upset at all about us not hitting him. He's done really, really good this year, and he did okay with the Nationals in 2022. And last year, he went to the KBO, the Korean Baseball League. Yeah. Right. He won the Choi Dong-won Award, which is the KBO equivalent of the Cy Young Award. First foreign starter to ever win that. And he also won the Triple Crown in the KBO.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Like batting?
No.
What's the Triple Crown? Oh, there's a...
Wins ERA and strikeouts.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know. I thought I was getting real impressed. We got Ohtani over here.
No. Yeah, he... best pitcher in Korea last year.
Right.
And the Whites.
Good for him. Yeah.
He's done really, really good this year.
Yeah, because he was a national for a while, and I guess he lost his spot. But good news, everybody, and if you follow our social media account, you saw my cheeky post. It's good news. So Albert Suarez was doing so good. And luckily, for the White Sox's sake, we brought in the Orioles bullpen. And the White Sox are like, thank God. Because Keegan Aiken comes in there, gives up his 3 runs in 1 2/3 innings, just like they do, because that's what like I said, that's what we do. You know what I mean? We let every team right back in this game.
But Dylan Tate did good.
Yeah, I'm trying to be negative
Two
right
and a
now.
third, 2 1/3 scoreless.
My
and
man
Senor
Dylan
Perez
Tate.
give 1 inning scoreless.
Yes, Senor Perez was great.
Yeah.
Dylan Tate, real quick. I was all over him at the beginning of the year. Really hyped him up. He came off a little slow, probably because he hasn't pitched in a whole year.
Yeah.
But he's starting to get back to kind of what we expect. I mean, remember, guys, he's not Zach Britton, but and he's not Batista, but he's a good middle relief pitcher.
Middle reliever, semi-high.
That's what we need, right?
But really what helped us here is our 8th inning.
Yeah.
Ryan O'Hearn, Anthony Santander, and Westbrook all homered. Not back to back.
No. I mean, yeah.
It was really, really good. Really great inning.
It was 3 home runs in 1 inning. I was pretty hyped about that. Yeah, I mean, like I said, this game was just so frustrating to watch because I don't know. I know we won. We need to be happy about it, and it's just you're looking, and if you take one big inning away, we lose, and just about all these games.
One wrong.
Yeah, and one big inning. Luckily, we got them. Luckily, they put what's that relief pitcher they got Kopech in?
Kopech.
Because we loved batting against him, which is crazy. Jordan Westbrook's home run, that pitch was like 99, 98, 99, and he just takes it the other way over the fence. It's pretty impressive. Moving on to Sunday's game against the White Sox. This is our final game of the series, and this is how we swept them. We went 4-1. Kyle Bradish pitches. He pitched okay, I think, right?
I don't know.
My man throws a no-hitter all the way up to the 7th inning, through the 7th inning. Issue with him is he just came off a pretty serious injury, and he went 7 innings and pitched 103 pitches. My man was done.
Yeah. But guess what happened after he came out?
Oh, I know exactly what happened. When Danny Clem comes in and
first batter
and gives up a home run. Yeah, and it's a good time. Yeah,
and because the only hit the whole team gave up.
And that's what our relief pitching does.
Yeah.
I say that, and then your argument is, well, that's literally the only hit they give up. Yeah. I know. I get it. But I'm watching this game, and first batter, like, here we go.
Solid team.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. But, I mean, Cano and Kimbrel did good. They've shut down the rest of the lineup. Yet again, they should.
I tell you, Kimbrel's on this streak right now. Like, one day, we're going to talk about, like we're talking right now, how good he's doing. And then the next week,
where he gets
you're like, why is he on this team? So, at least with Cano, you know what you're going to get. Cano, when he comes in, most of the time, he did in this game, he's going to walk one. He's going to get into some serious situation that you're like getting gray hair over. Then he gets out of it.
Yeah.
So, So, you got anything on this game?
Yeah. I mean, our offense did nice. Adley had a nice 2-run home run. Kowser's home run I was impressed with. Nice oppo shot.
Yeah. I don't know how you hit that out. That's amazing.
I mean, I can't do it. No, you can't do it. If I could do it,
I could probably do it.
Oh, shut up. And then Ryan, I about said Ryan McKenna, James McCann.
Oh yeah,
he had a sac fly.
It was weird. Hold on one sec. I was watching a Giants replay. It was weird to see Ryan McKenna running around the bases with orange and black on, but it wasn't
black and orange.
Yeah. It was.
You know what? At least he's not on
he's not black and orange. He's orange and black.
Orange and black.
We're black and orange.
Okay. Sorry.
Get that right. I don't even know what that means. I just made that up. I don't know. Yeah. So I cut you off, but you could talk about McCann.
He had a sac fly. That was really it. I was just noting that he had a sac fly.
Way to put some positivity on his name.
But you know what? The next game, Memorial Day.
So yesterday, oh man, what a good day. Real quick shout out to any fans that were at this game. You guys packed that place out. It looked great on television. Man,
50
television. It looked great on that television. You know, I taped it. You know, I'm kidding. It's the record. No, it looked great on TV. So you got me there.
That was funny. You caught yourself. You knew exactly what I was going to tell you too.
I don't know why I said television. But anyway, So we go against the Boston Red Sox, who came to town. Like I said, it was on Monday, yesterday, May 27th.
They didn't know Randy Johnson was
Randy Johnson, yes. Now, if you watch this game, your boy Cole Irvin got himself into a couple pickles.
Yep, but he got out.
And one time there was bases loaded with either one or no outs, and he gets out of it.
Because he's the best.
Yeah. Anyway, Cole Irvin goes 5 innings, gives up 4 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, did pretty well. And they went up against Criswell. And Cooper Criswell, man, he didn't really have it. He didn't really have it. So
it seems like the whole team didn't really have it this time.
No. I mean, you had him and then Brad Keller. Both of them kind of gave up quite a few runs. Both went 4 innings for them. So, here's what I'm thinking is the Red Sox were like, when Brad Keller came in, like, you got this. Yeah, see how many runs you're going to give up because they didn't bring anybody else and they didn't waste any pitching. Now, us on the other hand, we brought in our new pitcher, Vieira. I'm not saying his first name. I refuse to. And he gave up 3 earned. Doesn't sound too bad, except he didn't get 1 out. He came in the 7th, didn't give up 1 out, gave up a hit, which then led to 3 earned runs. Walked 4.
4 walks and a triple.
We just traded for him. The good news about this, I don't know if you're going to talk about it more, but good news about this trade is it was sort of like a trade that we did with the Mariners earlier with Bauman. Basically, he was getting ready to get on waivers, so we gave him we gave him somebody just to kind of clear that, to get somebody. The dude throws hard, which doesn't really know where the catcher is, though.
That's Elias's type, though.
Yeah.
Guys that are from like the Dominican Republic or anywhere in Latin America that throw hard, but not strikes.
That's right.
He loves them. I mean, that's what half. I mean, think about it. That's Cano, Bautista. That's how they all were.
The only problem with this guy, okay, is there's a major red flag here, everybody. If you're a father and you have a daughter, I have 2 of them. This is about the biggest red flag. He has a nose ring, like the one like on the top, like that. That's a red flag. Like, you shouldn't be on professional baseball. You should be like, hey, you know what? I red flag there. If you have a nose ring, you listen to this podcast, and I think it's the best idea you've ever done. But everybody else, I mean, but now for real, my man looked lost. I don't know how much worse your first game ever with a team have been.
Yeah, I don't know how you could do worse than that.
Yeah.
But let's get away from the negatives.
No, there's a lot of positives.
Webb, Perez, and Tate all did really good out of the bullpen after the mess of Vieira. Rutschman had 2 RBIs. Mountcastle had an RBI. Stowers had 3 doubles.
Dude, Stowers had a heck of a game.
4 RBIs.
He didn't get out 1 time.
Yeah, he did.
Did he?
He was 3 for 4.
Yeah, I thought something happened there. Oh, sac fly.
Yeah.
I think, right?
So
I could totally be wrong, guys.
No, sac fly wouldn't be like it would be 3 for 4.
Yeah, it would.
You gotta. I don't know. I just know.
I
made the Instagram post. He was player of the game, and I know he was 3 for 4.
No, I believe you. Absolutely.
Mullins had a nice triple, 2 RBIs, and then the most important part of the game, we had an in-person hot dog race.
We did have an in-person hot dog race, and who won that race, you said?
I'm pretty sure it was Relish.
Pretty sure it was Relish.
Yeah. So good for all the Relish fans.
So, I mean,
I know me and Cody, we don't root for Relish.
We're legit. I mean, we got hot dog races. The next thing is we're going to have 3 squatting crabs at the pitcher's mound.
3 squatting crabs.
You got to guess.
Out the center.
You got to guess which one the ball's under. That would be hilarious. No, but anyway.
Next thing, John Denver's performing live at every game.
That would be legit. Yeah. Or can I just get... Is he alive still?
No. Oh, he died in a plane crash a really long time ago.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, so that's gonna be tough.
Yeah,
that's gonna be.
I think that'd be more difficult than. Is that or the crab more difficult?
Well, the crab's possible.
Like, I guess it's true.
The other one would be.
Yeah,
a little scary.
Yeah, but that's pretty much all of our recaps here.
Yeah, the one good thing I want to talk about last night, real quick, yesterday, is we score 11. We win 11-3. No home runs. Right, so it's kind of nice where, just to talk real fast, it was sort of like we had a big 5-run inning in the 4th, a 4-run inning in the 7th, but we scored 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd. It was kind of like every inning we're just hammering. I really like to see that, and not just the one big inning that we were hoping and praying for throughout the game like we've been doing. So, really happy with that type of play, especially against the Red Sox, who aren't awful. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it is a team that we have to beat because we're getting ready to have the Rays, too, here in a few days. So we need to take advantage. And the Yankees don't know how to lose, so we just need to keep doing what we're doing.
But if it does make you feel better, I saw a pretty useful stat that MLB put out there is that there's only been 1 year in history that the person on Memorial Day that's in first place, all the divisions were in first place at the end of the season.
Really?
Yeah.
What year was that?
1995, I believe.
I thought I had him. I thought I didn't know what year.
No. I don't have that pulled up anywhere, guys.
Yeah.
That's just off the dome.
That's off the dome.
Off the dome. But so we have some trades and roster moves here that we could talk about. The first one we mentioned before is the Michael Baumann trade. So Baumann got DFA'd, and for those of you that don't know, basically the way DFAs work is you have 7 days to either trade him or put him on waivers, basically.
Right.
And in those 7 days, teams could kind of take claim, which is what the Mariners did, because the way that works is you have all 30 teams are lined up, and it's in order of worst to best record. And so whoever's worst would be the White Sox. If the White Sox wanted him, they take him. No one else gets a chance to take him.
Right.
But teams like the Orioles, we do this a lot. We did it with Ryan O'Hearn and a couple other players, is that we'll just trade.
Right.
Normally it's just cash or something to just jump the line and take that player. So the team's still getting something. Well, this is what the Mariners basically did here. They wouldn't have been, and basically what I take is the reason that it took so long and that we actually got a prospect is a lot of teams wanted Baumann and they had to fight for him. So the final deal ends up becoming Mike Baumann and Michael Perez, a catcher, sent to the Mariners for their catching prospect, Blake Hunt.
Okay.
Which there's multiple reasons that I see this happening. So the Mariners have a prospect called Harry Ford, one of the best catching prospects in baseball. So they don't really need a catching prospect.
Okay.
And Michael Perez was our third catcher right now. Right. He was the platoon guy. He was going to come up sometimes, the shuttle guy that's in Baltimore in case someone gets hurt or something like that. I think Blake Hunt takes his role right now. He's never made his MLB debut, but I think that's what he is because he's way more better offensively, and his defense isn't terrible.
Okay.
So it's serviceable. And I think he's Adley's backup next year.
Oh boy, that's a bold statement. But yeah,
who else is it going to be?
I mean,
we're not. I don't see us resigning McCann.
No.
He's going to be too expensive for us for a backup catcher.
Yeah.
And then Baumann, sadly, he was going to, as soon as we DFA'd him, we kind of knew. We had talked about it last podcast. He was going to be gone.
Yeah.
So it sucks, but I have Blake Hunt's stats pulled up right here. This year, he has a 300 average and 80 at-bats.
Okay.
So that's not terrible. 5 home runs. I know his first game as a Tide, I think he had a home run, I'm pretty sure.
He's probably going to hit a home run every game.
Yeah. I mean, he's the best player in history.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, all the time.
But and then here's
who's Adley, Arch?
I don't. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
But now another move we have here is a trade with the Brewers, which this is an interesting one.
Yeah.
So we trade away Garrett Stallings, who is a pitcher. He was starting for the Tide. We received him and the Jose Iglesias trade.
Right.
Him and Gene Pinto, who is injured right now. But Garrett Stallings, and we get back in return the guy, the first name that Cody didn't want to say, Thiago Vieira. It doesn't look like that. It looks like Thiago, but it's Thiago. I fact-checked.
Yeah.
He's just mad. I checked.
Yeah.
And then this other guy that I couldn't figure out how to pronounce his name, I'm going to guess, Anuris Rodriguez.
Okay.
He is, let's just put it this way, he's a year younger than me, or older than me, I mean. He was born in 2004.
Jeez.
He's a flyer. He's the extra piece. He's either going to win 45 Cy Youngs or never make it past AA. It's one of those guys. And then Thiago, we saw him today. Or not today, sorry. Yesterday. He did really, really bad.
Really bad.
Yet again, throws hard. So we'll see what happens. Garrett Stallings has struggled this year. He has a 5.67 ERA in 27 innings. So, I don't know. Kind of just swapping pitchers. Maybe they like him. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And some other moves that we have is Dean Kramer and John Means have both been sent on the IL. Kramer, that blister that's been bothering him, and Means his elbow. And then Jonathan Heasley, Nick Vespi, over the past couple of days have been called up and sent back down.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Kramer the past few times. Looking at his hand, looking at the blisters. So I think
he just needs rest.
I think is the right thing to do.
Luckily, it's nothing like mechanical.
Means is kind of devastating because, like I said, he might be done for the season. Might be done for
Like,
I don't.
You hope it just needs rest.
Yes,
we can't push this.
Jonathan Heasley is the worst pitcher of all time, and I'm just kidding. But no, it was just so bad. I mean, so bad. He's yet to have a good outing. That's not true. He probably has, but it just doesn't feel like it. Nick Vespi's probably the only one that didn't deserve anything. He didn't do anything wrong,
He just, I had it up earlier, and I was reading it off to Cody. It's it's too much to, I think since 2022 when he made his debut, he's been called up and optioned again at least like 30 times.
It's crazy.
Like
it's like a crazy.
Like I couldn't believe how much it was.
Yeah.
But I mean,
the issue right now is our bullpen, right? So I mean, that's kind of what we've been talking about as the biggest hole when our starters. And I can't believe I'm saying this because if you would have told me that our starting rotation right now at the beginning of the year, I would have been so like nervous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And our starters are doing great.
Yeah.
Our bullpen is just lost their mind. It's just, I mean, Danny Colomb is one of the guys that we've depended on for the past 18 months. You know what I mean? And then Cano also. Cano really misses Bautista.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know who else might be missed is Dale Hall might be missed a little bit in this bullpen too. Just having that power lefty. We have to make two big moves. We need two. We need to.
I mean, you want to. I just want to see at least one. We need to start. But like you said, Colombo, Cano, over their past 5 appearances, they've each given up 3 runs, which is that's not really what you need from your 2 top guys in your bullpen.
Right.
That's true. But we kind of just wanted to figure out who we could trade for, maybe. What could we trade? And I know I came up with a list of these players. You don't like some of them, specifically one. I like him, but...
Oh, I like him. It's just not going to happen.
I have a list of names from people everyone knows to people that not everyone knows.
Okay, let's hear them.
Okay, so I'll start with some players I think we could trade for. I've mentioned some of these before. I know 1 or 2 of them are per video, though. Ryan Hesley.
Okay.
Great reliever for the Cardinals.
Love it.
The Cardinals aren't doing great. That's
tomorrow.
I think Hesley, out of this list I'm about to give you, I put him as probably top 2 most reasonable.
Okay.
Tanner Scott.
I love it.
I think the only way
right now.
I think the only way we don't get him is we get outbid.
Yeah,
because he's going to be wanted by a lot of teams.
Any off the top of your head, you know how many years he has left on his contract? Any idea?
Do you know?
Okay, no, it's okay. It's probably 1 or 2. Yeah. If it's 2, then they're going to want a lot for him. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he's a free agent in 2025. So this is his last season.
Okay, so that would be hard.
So that's actually going to hurt the Marlins a lot.
Yeah.
Wow. But so yeah, I have those 2. Then I have another one that I've not brought up before that I looked into his stats, and the team he's on is not really doing great.
Right.
And I think I don't like trading in our division,
right.
But Kenley Jansen's been doing surprisingly well.
Yeah.
And could help just fill in.
Yeah. And then it would be him and Kimbrel, I guess. You know what would be crazy is they're battling each other for the saves. Oh, if we put them on the same team, it'd be like, hey,
I'd rather game
one bad round and you're done for the week. Now the other guy gets it for the whole week. Oh, that would be dude.
Like a chart in the locker room.
Can we do this? Yeah, that would be yeah, right.
And that's what the only thing that kind of sucks there is yet again, it's the Red Sox. You don't want to trade with a team in the division, but if you give them a couple like nobodies that are high prospects, but no one really knows, maybe.
Wait.
This other one, I love his name, Jojo Romero.
Yeah.
He's been doing really well this year, surprisingly well. He's also on the Cardinals. He has a 1.3 ERA.
Right.
That's pretty
good. Doing good. If the Cardinals could just hit, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're like even Kyle Gibson is having a great year.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. Yeah. But I think out of this list, he's the most likely.
Okay.
Just because he's more risky than the other names.
Right.
He's more the one. These other ones, they're going to be the same. Joe Romero's the one that next year could come out here. He might be bad.
Right.
And then the next one is the one you don't agree with, Emmanuel Clase.
He's on one of the best teams in baseball.
They're not going to be that for long.
They're the third best record in all
them and the Royals are going to have a rough summer, and by the deadline, well, I don't think the Royals will sell because they don't really have too much to sell. The Guardians will be sellers by the deadline.
I hope you're wrong. I mean, I would love to have him, but
you hope I'm right.
I mean, I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I hope you're right. Yeah.
And then
who? Okay, so here's my question. So we got Ryan Hesley, Tanner Scott, Kenley Jansen, Jojo Romero, and Emmanuel Clase. Who do you put on your trade block? Like who? So who are we giving?
I'll give you. I was talking to my dad about this before because I was asking him. I just went off and asked him. He's not as in depth as we are about this, but I was like, who on the active roster would you on the 40 like our active 26 man of position players? Who would you trade for a Libra? He said people I'm not thinking. He said Santander and Hayes.
Okay.
This is my thing. And this is what I told him. I don't see them getting traded. They're key to the locker room. I think the Orioles rather than walk in free agency but I could be wrong. I think if anybody gets traded out of those two, it's Santander, 100%.
Just because of his stock right now.
Yeah.
He's doing well.
And so here are the major leaguers that I think I have two of them that are. I guess I have three. One's currently, but Cedric Mullins.
Yeah.
If he heats back up,
Yeah. He just has to eat back up. Right now he's worthless.
and there's one player of the five that I listed that he'd be traded for, Tanner Scott.
Yeah.
I've said it before. The Marlins want him for some reason really badly. They've been asking for him since 2021 for trades, and he's obviously got worse and worse since then, but he's still a viable piece. Ramon Arias.
Okay.
I think that one kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah. I mean, we might get like a bucket of used baseballs for him. Like maybe not a bucket. Maybe like you know how like if you buy a bucket of used baseball, they never fill it up all the way.
It's just the cardboard box. It's like got the
Yeah, you're right. But yeah,
what are the cheap ones? Like the rubber cover.
Oh my God.
Not even like
the Walmart brand.
Yeah. And then Kyle Stowers.
Yeah. Oh, don't man, that one hurts, especially after today.
Or
after yesterday.
I'm gonna be honest. I think the only reason he's here is to get traded.
Yeah.
I think he's just his trade stock is just going up right now.
You think they were trying to do that to Kerstad too?
I don't.
Just seeing who.
I think Kerstad came up and he struggled in the limited at bats. Yeah, very limited. I think they didn't want him here because they couldn't give him at bats.
Yeah.
I think they brought Stowers because they could afford to not give him at bats, and they're like, well, if he does perform, we can trade him and always just bring Kerstad back.
Right. Yeah. You're not wrong.
And then speaking of Kerstad, I also have him on here. I think if he's getting traded, it's not just for like say you want Jojo Romero, it's him and another prospect or something like that. We don't give Kerstad up for just one guy.
Yeah.
Kerstad's got too much potential for a reliever.
Yeah.
I mean, that being said, like a trade that I go back to that's really I feel like messed up the market was when the Rays and Guardians traded last year, and Aaron Savali got sent to the Rays for Kyle Manzardo, their top first baseman prospect who's just debuted a couple weeks ago for the Guardians. I think that was ridiculous. Kyle Manzardo's supposed to be really, really good. I feel like that's messed up the whole market for trades, and it's kind of set everybody. No one knows what to expect for a reliever anymore, because it could also be the same thing that the Cardinals are thinking, Ryan Hesley's so good, Kerstad for Hesley straight up.
Yeah.
Which I don't see that as worth it at all.
No. I agree.
And now I have some minor leaguers. One definitely makes sense. Some other that are kind of deeper that I think only certain teams could really deal with. First, I'll start off Connor Norby.
Okay.
I keep saying he's going to be traded, and he's not been yet, and I don't know what he's here for. He's played so much time in the minor leagues.
Yeah.
I really hate it for him, because I mean, look at this. He's played 45 games in AAA this year. Played 138 games in AAA last year, and played 9 in 2022. He's played over a full season in AAA.
Right.
You can't just
hold it.
It's not fair to hold him there for his progress.
Yeah.
And for the team, because this is at the same time, I think he could come up and be a better offensive producer than Ramon Arias or Jorge Mateo. But the problem is you can't get rid of those guys.
Right.
And you're kind of stuck with him, which has been the problem for a while, and that's why I think he's going to get traded. Now, these other three, I've talked about one of them before. The other two a lot of these are kind of based off their spring training, and it's potential, not stats based. So I'll start with the position player, Matt Horvath. So are you familiar with Matt Horvath?
No.
Okay. So he's third baseman.
Okay.
And he's currently in Aberdeen, right?
Okay.
High A. He was our second round pick overall, 53 pick last year. He has not done good this year. He's batting 202. Can have 309 OPS, OBP, 658 OPS. Not great.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to lie to you and say it's great, but he's going to be good, and he's going to be a major leaguer at some point.
Right.
It's not going to be soon. I think this is one of those flyers that, say you have a Ryan Hesley, you do a Matt Horvath and some other decent prospect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like say you have they want Connor Norby and they give you some other prospect, but they're like, we want a little bit more. Matt Horvath's a top 30 prospect, and he has series potential.
Okay.
I have a pitcher here, Justin Armbruster. He's done really bad this year too, but he's going to be good too. He has a 9.32 ERA in 37 innings in AAA. AAA. Really bad. But let's also look into perspective. Last year, he had a 2.47 ERA in 60 innings at AA.
Right.
So I think it's just adjustment.
Yeah,
he is going to be good.
Trying to get used to that new competition.
This is another guy that if say we take a reliever, they want a pitcher that could come up next year. That's someone that's not. We're not guaranteeing him. We're not gonna give him a Chase McDermott.
Yeah.
This is someone decent. And then my last one here. This is a piece that could be added onto like a Connor Norby or something.
Okay.
Alex Pham.
Okay.
Are you familiar with him?
No. Is he rated the Tony Pham or Tommy Pham, whatever?
No,
Tommy Pham.
I don't believe so. But so he's Alex Pham. He's a double-A pitcher. He's got a 6.87 ERA. Not good, but he did really good in spring training this year and surprised me against major leaguers.
Right.
And I just think he's gonna take time. I mean, I think he has potential. He's
in Double-A.
He's Double-A.
Okay, Bowie. Gotcha.
That's my list. And I could go on and
yeah.
I even think you could look at some. I don't know. I don't want to try to say like let's be honest. If a really good package comes along for JoJo Romero and Ryan Hesley, what's holding us from sending Enrique Bradfield over there?
Oh man, I think but he takes over Cedric Mullins.
Colton Cowser not play center for the time being.
Man, after he robbed that home run, he can play wherever he wants, right?
I mean, that's the stuff that yet again, I'm not a GM, so I don't construct these.
Yeah,
I'm glad I don't.
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't sleep at night if I had to.
I think the biggest thing to just remember, everybody, is that we're trying to win right now. Right.
Yeah, this is for the near future, but this is what I'm also this is with the hope that we're able to draft and keep up our talent.
Yeah.
We're able to keep developing all this talent because all of these players, I could give you 15 players. All of them are from different draft classes. All of them are from draft in 2017 up till this past year.
Right.
And they all are different varying levels of still being good.
Right. Yeah.
And I think it's going to be because if I go to like the Orioles top 30 prospects right now, there's at least 5 people in here that were from this past draft. And the thing I like to see is like our number 13, Braylon Tavera. He's on the Shorebirds right now in Delmarva. We got him in 2022 in the from the Dominican Republic.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's a great thing that we have.
Leandro Arias is an infielder. We also got him from there. Like these are these players that we're able to get. Yeah. And I'm looking at how MLB has their stuff. These are all players. Matt Horvath, he's not expected to make his debut till 2026.
Right.
Like these are all players that are still a while out.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully, man. Hopefully that would be wouldn't that be cool next time we come on here that maybe we have another relief pitcher and we'll just be like Elijah told us. They were listening to our podcast.
I can tell you right now, if we trade any of those guys I just listed for any of the guys I just listed, I need to start. You need to donate money in it, so I can start predicting more stuff.
Yeah, I feel you.
Tyler Glasnow, Mookie Betts for Cedric Mullins.
Yeah, that's even.
And Dean Kramer.
Yeah, and Dean.
We'll send Dean Kramer back to the Dodgers
without the blister.
Oh, no, he can keep the blister.
All right, everybody. Well, we can't thank you enough for joining us on another episode here on the Utah Street Banter. Elijah likes playing with our new bobblehead features. We're on YouTube now, so you can see us.
Watch us live.
You watch us here, man. Well, we're not live, but we're here. We're in person.
It's not Saturday night.
It's not Saturday night, yeah, right. But so anyway, so definitely check us out on YouTube, just to kind of see us, and sometimes you get some special interactions, you know what I mean? Definitely. And then make sure you follow us on Facebook, X, we're on Instagram, all under the name of Utah Street Banter. Like always, if you can shoot us a like on our Apple Podcast or Spotify, give us a 5-star rating. It just helps us be able to shoot us out to more people.
Yeah.
And like we always say, if anybody has any questions or reach out to us on any of those. We'll definitely try to.
Just want to talk about something with just us and don't want us to I'm always down for a debate.
Yes. So yes, absolutely. But anyway, thank you all for joining us. Next week, we might have a special guest, so we'll have to see who we can get on here. How about that? All right, guys, have a great day, and we'll see you next week. Go.
See ya.